power of P. Price is in an uptrend. We got previous day high in the way. Let's see if that continues. It's a massive volume. That's gold zone already. Let's see if we can get above R1 and stay above R1. Three minutes left. Nas is not moving very much. That is big. I'm in profit 205.50 already. Stop loss, I'm floating 260, 280. Oh, come on. New York Open volume is massive. I'm already in profit 205.50, floating in profit 330. Prices through R1 gold zone. My stop loss is at R1 gold zone. Oh, yes. Big pump of volume here at open. We're about halfway between R1 and R2. Let's see if we can get just this steady push up, or if this will reject down and kind of tap me out. My stop loss is at R1 gold zone. So I'm going to hold for the hills here. Either I'll take 205.50 in fucking less than 4 minutes, or maybe this will shoot to R2 and I'll take an exit at R2. Easy money. New York Open volume is massive. I'm already in profit 205.50. Floating in profit 330. Prices through. Well, I might go back to sleep really soon, guys. I might go back to sleep. I'm in profit 300. Once again, my stop loss is in profit 205.50 at the gold zone. If this gets some rejection here back down to R1, it'll tap me. If not, I'm gonna hold for the hills. No rejection. No rejection. Just go. No rejection. Just go. No rejection. Just go. Give us R2. There you go. There you go. Give me R2. Give me R2. Give me R2. Oh! Oh! Come on! Get to the level. Get me to the level and get me above. Come on. Currently at the level, floating in profit 472. Stop loss is going to go in profit 403.50 at that level. In less than 10 minutes, I am up 1,200. Ooh, if I just exit right here, that'd be 1,500. But I'm gonna see if we can get that R2 push here. Stop loss in profit at the next level, 403.50 in profit. That's 1,200. Floating in profit, 500-ish. Let's see if we can get R2. Come on, R2, R2, R2 push. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Currently at the level, floating in profit 472. Stop loss is going to go in profit 403.50 at that level. In less than I'm tapped out. Easy $1,200. I just made $1,200 in 7 minutes. Well, I'm done. I am done. Okay. I might go back to sleep, guys. I'm done. I am done. Yeah, I'm pretty done. Did you enter as soon as it opened? I mean, yeah. Look at 625's candle. What was the last gold zone movement? What was the last gold zone movement? I was able to snag 1,200 in profit in 7 minutes. What was the last gold zone movement? Last gold zone movement was support of P above 500. 625's off of level, off of perp, uptrend structure. I wrote it up to R1. Stop loss in profit at R1. Price ran to the next level. I moved stop loss to the next level, and I'm done. Bada bing. Bada boom. Gotta be quick. We gotta be quick. Sometimes the money comes and goes. This type of movement does not always happen, and I'm glad I was able to get it. I'm about to, bro. I am about to. I might just post my damn video real quick and then I'm gonna probably go back to bed because yesterday I spent like 18 hours doing other work and I was tripping at the end of the night when I ended up going to sleep at like, I don't know, 1 o'clock maybe. But literally I looked down yesterday when I was like done trading and I was like, okay, it's 6:30 or whatever. It was like 8 o'clock. And then I looked up. Next thing I know, it's fucking 8:15 p.m. And I was like, whoa, I literally did take over the world shit for 18 hours since 6:30. It's wild. Wild. So, yeah. I'm just transferring this video to my phone. Looks like Nas is going down to P gold zone. Who knows what it will do there. US30 is stalling out at that level. Now getting a little bit of rejection. Oh, and look at that. I didn't even look left. But look left. 3 days ago's high. 3 days ago's R3. Same level. That is where we're at right now. So I'm pretty damn happy I moved stop loss into profit at that level. I probably could have took a little bit more, but I give it some room to run. 6 minutes and 51 seconds to make 12 hours. Before I go back to sleep, I'm just gonna make this video and post it. Talking to the moon, trying to get to you. Ooh, ooh. I wish Nas made that same movement. I was gonna jam more contracts, but I was like, you know what? Let's not get ahead of yourself, Ed. Just get your normal 500 stop loss. Don't fuck it up just because you see volume. I had to hold myself back. Tuesday, November 25th, 6:30 New York Open gives us a quick push of volume. If you trade using the juice strat, you'd have seen the last gold zone movement was support of P. We get that move off perp level, breaking through the previous high of the day, run through R1 gold zone to the next level, and I move stop loss into profit, taking 1200 in 7 minutes. 1200 in 7 minutes. That's the juice strat, baby. Head out. Talking to the moon, trying to get to you. Okay, well, that was easy. Honestly, we haven't had a day like that in a while. In a long time. Where shit just perfectly lines up at open. I'm going to post my video and then I'm going to be done for the day, guys. Ugh, why am I going to be done for the day? Because now that price is rejecting back down, it's kind of hard to decide, is price making a high here? If price is making a high here, then price is bound to come down. But what can also happen is price can get stuck here in Asia London, right? If we look at Asia London was only fucking Asia London was only 2,000 pips wide. So it's not a lot. It could run down, that is, right? We just made a break back down from R1. Do you believe that we're gonna go R1 down to P gold zone? Normal gold zone movement, right? Break or bounce. Price broke R1 and sucked right back underneath. Being that I already made 1,200, I would be foolish to get back into anything. Tuesday, November 25th. There's that push down now. Getting through perp. I mean, we're right back at my entry. Yeah, right back at my entry now. Now we're pretty much down at P gold zone. Look at that. I'm happy I exited where I did. Now we got a normal R1 back down to P gold zone movement. It's the same entry that I just took, just backwards. Funny how that works.
Let's hang out.
And we're pretty much back down to P gold zone. Wild movement today. I know. Look at that. So, but you guys imagine, right? Imagine if I didn't move stop loss into profit at that level, and look at exactly where price rejected on the top side, right? That is perfectly that level. Just rejects that level and then drops completely. Just straight R1 down to P gold zone. Would I have taken the sell off if I didn't take the buy up? Ooh, possibly. But I wouldn't have been. I felt more comfortable because I went all contracts. I went all contracts on my entry at the beginning. I didn't wait. Taking this down at 640, I probably would have gone one contract. And then maybe as we're breaking, I would have added contracts because it's against the 500, right? Me feeling confident in the buy up at open is purely because it's all with the 500, right? Off the perp, off 500. We saw that we were in an uptrend structure off of P. The confidence in me taking it up, although it was a shorter distance than what just happened coming down, I feel 100% confident in my entry. I wouldn't feel as confident with this current entry here. And yeah, now we're bottoming out here at low of the day, P gold zone.
Gives us a quick push of volume. If you trade using the juice strat, you'd have seen the last gold zone movement was.
So there, price is supporting off P gold zone. I mean, yeah, I don't, even if I took this down from R1, I don't think I would have made as much money as the push up. Because I would have had to wait for price to break perp to feel confident in the sell-off. So, I mean, there's no right or wrong. If you guys took the sell coming down and you made money, good. There's no right or wrong. Once again, if you were to ask me what is the better entry, I would say it's the open entry. Because that is with everything juice, Coming down is against the 500, which is not bad to take. We do take entries against the 500. But the point is, it's just, I'm going to take the consistent entry, right, with 500, if I can.
7 minutes. 1207 minutes. That's the juice strat, baby. Head out. Tuesday, November 25th, 6:30 p.m. gives us a quick push of volume. If you trade using the juice strat, you just. Level closing stop 472. Stop loss to be up 403.50 at that level. In less than 10 minutes, I'm up 1200. I just entered that trade.
Yeah. But that's why, okay, like now, it's tough, right? Like now, if you were to take all of them, you take the buy up, you take the sell off, now you're considering taking the buy up. It's tough. It's tough to believe in all of that movement because that's not normal, right? Like this movement is not normal. So to to take all of these, yeah, look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that. That's on P gold zone. That's on the 500. If we don't break, we bounce. I have no comment. I'm almost considering maybe jumping in depending on how this ends. But that's pretty damn dangerous after I just made some money. Nas is bottoming out too, so everything's bottoming out right here.
Respect. Respect for its dignity. Respect.
I gotta take a quick call. I need to take a quick call. So we just supported off of Pete Gold Zone again. But see now, oh yeah, now it's like, what the fuck do you believe? What do you end up believing? I don't know. That's the point. Is after my first initial entry like that, who knows what's real? Because we could be making an M right here. We could be making an M. We could blow straight up. Alright, guys. I am not gonna stay on. I'm done. I've already posted my video. I'm already Gucci for today. If you guys stay on, you just remember this range is big today, right? So, unlike other days when we kind of have maybe 1,000 or 2,000 pip type of range that we're looking at, you got to remember our opening range right now was like 4,600 pips wide. So, same thing like any other day. If you're gonna wait to take an entry after you've already seen this data, right? This data that you guys are currently seeing in front of you is what you have to wait for price to break now. It could happen quickly. It could take forever. Coming into tomorrow, like Thanksgiving is done, so volume might be dead. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I took my normal entry that I saw, and that's what keeps me consistently growing. So from here, if you're going to be looking for another normal average entry, it would be if we were to break pretty much the high of the day or the low side P gold zone, right? If we don't break either of these highs or lows, support or resistance, then we're going to be stuck in here. So don't take the chance of this bouncing up and down here. Wait for it to break out at this point, because that's all we do know, right? We trade what we currently see. What we do know is that we're stuck in between P gold zone, R1 gold zone, and yeah, right? And if you think about the juice strat, what do we say, right? I usually take like 1 or 2 entries. So if we took one entry, right? I took the one at the beginning, I took it up. If that didn't already run, then okay, that's fine. If we look at the second entry as price coming down R1 gold zone down to P gold zone, we would be expecting that to just run down as well. But since it didn't just run down after 2 entries, now I'm really telling myself, yeah, maybe now this is not quite normal, because usually we'd be running thousands of pips already. But I guess technically, from the low of the day, which is where we bounced off, to the high of the day, which is where I exited, that's 4,420. So we moved about 5,000 pips already. We pretty much blew our load in the first minute of New York opening. Yesterday's movement was only 4,800 pips wide too. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty fine with my results. All these other days we've been pushing 5, 6, 7, then 10,000 pips. Yesterday we pushed 4, 5,000. Today we pushed 4, 5,000, and now we're stalling out. So don't get bamboozled, guys. If you're gonna stay on, which I'm not, I'm gonna jump off already. Please be patient. You know, Jesus, Joe, you know what that's like, right? So I know you won't have a problem. For anybody else, be patient. You know, be patient knowing you might not take an entry. Because at this point, even I wouldn't know which side to go, right? I wouldn't know which side to expect. What I would be doing is I would be waiting to see if this wedges, right? Because this is something that we could be doing right now. We could be making a wedge. I would be waiting to see if we make an M. We could possibly be making an M here and break down. That would confirm the bottom. We could possibly making maybe this is like a W possibly. But either way, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you get a W. I don't care if you catch an M. I don't care if this wedges. I don't care if this ranges sideways. I would say there's no entry until we break out of the high or we break out of the low. But you got to remember, if you're just basing it off of the daily movement, you know, the range. Once again, remember, yesterday moved not even 5,000 pips before we turned around. So if we're looking at today, we've already moved 4,500 pips for the day. So we might just freaking wedge or range. We might just go sideways. Who knows? But I'm going to skedaddle. I'm not going to tempt myself into getting into another entry after I just snagged a solid 1,200 from the day. I'm going to be done. So don't get bamboozled, y'all. I know you guys, if you didn't take the buy up or you didn't take the sell down, I know you probably feel eager to want to enter into something, but just realize if you didn't, you didn't, and it's totally okay. So don't rush it. Still treat it like it's your normal first entry, and be patient. Be patient. So I'm gonna jump off, try to get a little bit more sleep. Price is giving us some volume here right now. Oh, you dirty bitch. Let's see. Maybe I'm gonna stay on a little longer. I'm gonna see if we break. I'm gonna see if we break. Talking to the moon, trying to get to you. So we got some good volume here. It's a minute half. Is there any news? I did not even look at news. No, nothing. Wait, PPI earlier. But that's crazy because PPI didn't do a damn thing. I gotta take this call real quick. So we got price breaking up here. I'm in it, but I'm not in it for a lot of contracts because I've already made money on my first entry. So I'm in it for only one contract, and that's good because what's important to me is not necessarily the money, right? I'm fine with the amount of money I made on the first entry, but what I want to be able to do is play this out, right? I drew the wedge, we saw the wedge form, price broke the wedge in the gold zone, and now we're at the next gold zone. So remember, what's more important is me being able to take this entry pretty much risk free, allowing it to play out. And here we are at the next gold zone. So this is success. We're finally breaking the high of the day, heading up to the next gold zone. So I didn't get into this entry for a lot of contracts, but I got into it because I needed to play the entry out, right? It's just a normal juice entry. This is basically the same entry I took at the beginning, but because of how price was moving, I'm not going to risk my profits that I made on the first entry. I'm just going to ride this out now. So we are principle and being able to wait for. So now we just tap to the gold zone. Are we gonna break or are we gonna bounce? My stop loss is in profit, so I'm pretty happy with if this comes back down to tap me out here at the level, but I'm gonna just let this play out. I was able to get into this entry, at one lot size and let it ride out. That's what's important was, even though I made 1200 on the first entry, I'm not risking all of it. Like my risk technically on one single entry on the first entry was 500. When I got into this second entry, I only risked 100 because I'm not going to risk even half of what I've won. I'm going to try to just risk a little bit, but enough that I can play out the juice strat because this was so easy to see. Like this was very easy to see. The wedge form, be patient, price breaks the wedge, heading on up. It's really, really that easy, guys. Price stayed above perp, so I believed in the top side for as long as we stayed above perp. And here we are, next gold zone.
Oh my god, I think this is crazy tree. It makes no sense. I don't even know what the heck. We were like in the backseat.
And I'm tapped out of that entry at that level on rejection. And I'm Gucci.
I lived in a different house. It was like bigger. I don't know why, but you were like upset. And I was like, why are you mad? And you're like writing in your notebook. And I was like, can I see? And you're like writing away. And then I was like, what? And then you're talking to Anthony. And you're like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on. Come on. And then you're like, blah, blah, blah. And then you grab your stuff and you came out. And I was like, come on, Eddie, let's go. I was like, alright, bye. Running away. And then I was like, what? And then you're talking to Anthony. And you're like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on. Come on. And then you're like, oh, and then you grabbed your stuff and you came out. And I was like, come on, Eddie, let's go. And I was like,
Now we got rejection of the gold zone. Yeah, I'm pretty good for the day, guys.
what the fuck? That's not Sean. That's Anthony. Did you listen? And I was like, oh, I've never seen you so angry before. You're speaking in
Alrighty, guys, I'm done for today. Message me if you guys need me. I'm jumping off here. Once again, I took that first entry at open, and then I took this break up over here. And my entry, the second entry, believe it or not, I went in off of, like, I don't know, I think it was like 705 or 725, and I just held that until we finally broke up. So just keep in mind always perp, guys. Like, I really like perp. Of course, I like the gold zones, but to add to it, I like perp. You know, like, really go and understand when price is above perp, that price is likely to go up. So as I'm in it, you know, from over here in this area, like, I don't know if I was in, I think, like 655 or might have been 705. When this happens and price gets above perp, I'm just letting price kind of decide where it wants to go, knowing that it is more likely to go up. So I want you guys to really understand that, you know, perp is king to me. Perp is the kicker after I've decided what the last gold zone movement was, right? Because after 650, the support off of the gold zone, that is where I'm kind of looking to say, okay, is there going to be a normal gold zone movement from P back to up to R1? And if there is, then, well, I might as well try to get into it and see if we hold and break the high of the day, break the gold zone, and head up to the next gold zone. So my second entry was just that, you know, and how I was able to take it pretty much, you know, not even worried is, well, first of all, I've already made money on the first entry, and on the second entry, I only hit it for one lot, for only one contract. So my risk on it was, you know, if I'm looking per account, my risk on the first, I mean, well, my reward on the first entry was 400. So my second entry, I only risked 100. So I knew that even if I lost the entry, I'd still be up 300, which means I'd still be up 900 for the day. So, you know, there's some strategy behind what we do here, and there has to be. We're not just blindly getting into entries hoping that it's going to go the right direction. We have to play risk management, and we need to be careful with the second entry. So that's why I was careful on it coming down. That's why I was careful on it coming up. I'm not just going to blindly get into things, right? The more data that we have, the easier it is to make the decision, because once this wedge was established, yeah, I mean, once 730 hits and that breaks above the gold zone and the downtrend, the wedge, done. You know, so pay attention to those things. I think today was a fairly easy day. It was high volume, high volatility. Big volume, big volatility. And this can be scary days as well, because it can get you excited. And that's probably, you know, the excitement is probably the most dangerous thing when it comes to trading, because it makes you feel some type of way. So, but still be patient, you know, follow your normal juice strategy foundation, and you guys will stay good. So, you know, with that, I'm up. Technically, I'm up 457 times 2. 7 times 3. So I'm up 1371 for the day. 1371. Yesterday I made 2160. So I'm up 3530. Considering Thanksgiving and shit, you know, then I'm on pace for a $7,000 week. I'm pretty alright with that. I'm on pace for a $7,000 week. That's nice. So, alrighty, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna take a quick nap and then fucking go to the gym and shit. I didn't go to the gym because I fucking spent 18 hours doing other work stuff. So, I need to hit it today. So, alrighty, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Message me if you guys have any questions about the day. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Wednesday, baby.